I'm Maddie with Maddie Sews, and thanks for hanging with me. So today's another Friday Sews. Actually, it's Saturday, where I get to tell you all about the things that I've been working on, what I have coming up, and a little bit about life. Now, Friday Sews is actually the brainchild of Jen over at Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and as always, you can catch the link to her channel down in the description box below, along with anything else that I talk about. So with all of that being said, let's just talk about what I've been working on this week. With the launch of Inspired Leather, my online leather shop, I've actually been busy fulfilling some of the orders. So I did get out a pork pie hat, this one right over here, and I made a pink one for another order. However, I did have some issues with this one. And if you look, you see all the wrinkling on the brim there, and there's a little bit of, well, there's a good amount around the crown as well. Well, it turns out that my leather was actually a bit on the dry side. It was actually like parched for some moisture. So it's the first time that I've actually run across that, and I had to remake this hat. And it's actually kind of unfortunate because the brim is the last thing that I put on, and then that's when it wrinkled. So I have introduced more moisture into the hide before I dyed it. And I've started a new one. So this hat will be going with me to Ohio, and I'll be finishing it up at my mother's house. And it'll be a nice little project there. It is hand sewn, so it's not like I need a machine or anything. And all of the hand molding, well, all of the molding and shaping of the actual hat's done by hand. So I think it'll actually be a really fun project to take on the road. I actually have a white one that I'm working on as well. Now this one's interesting because I had to paint the leather because I needed a very specific leather to do all of the molding of the hat. However, I couldn't find it in white, so I did have to paint this one. So I'm curious to see how it's actually going to turn out. I think it's going to be really cute. Apart from hats, I am working on a bag. So this is going to be a tote bag in red and black, and I have the front cut out. It's on the, that one is actually going to be under the sewing machine shortly, but it's going to have to wait until I come back from Ohio, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. As for my sewing plans coming up, well, SewFrugal22 is wrapping up at the end of the month, and that's midweek, I believe, this week. So if you have plans to join in on all of the SewFrugal fun, make sure that you knock it out soon. Just go ahead and get started. Now, I had planned on making a peasant blouse using Thoughtful Creativity's video. It's a drafting video. And the border print that I had planned on using to make that top, well, I can't use it anymore because my cat took a special liking to it, and I can't bring myself to try to clean it up to get the urine smell out of it. He's a real testy cat, and if you set him off, he will revenge pee on your stuff, and it's not pretty. So I do have two other fabrics that I'm thinking about using, actually, and I have to decide soon. The one is this one, which is a really beautiful black and white polyester with large flowers all over it, and I thought this would make a really beautiful peasant blouse. And then the second one that I have, that I pulled out from my stash, is this one. Now this is a rayon with red hearts all over it, and this just feels so sweet. Actually, I really do like both of them, and I think both would be a really beautiful peasant blouse. Let me know which one you like better and which one you think I should make. Part of me's leaning towards the hearts, but I don't know. The flowers are so much fun, and it's spring. Oh man. Let me know in the comments below which one you think I should use. Now let's talk a bit about life. So Mom has been with me for 6 weeks, and it's time for me to take her back to Ohio, and I'm really kind of sad about it, you all. It's been really nice having her around. So we're going to be driving up to Ohio tomorrow. We'll leave early in the morning, and then I'll be coming back on Monday. But you all, they're expecting up to 4 inches of snow. I mean, did Ohio not get the memo that it's spring? Well, I'm gonna be taking the big old truck, and we'll be okay. But golly, like I'm ready for some spring weather. I am so ready. While I'm up in Ohio, I'm actually planning on visiting a couple of leather shops to see if I can find some really fun hides. You know, see what they have, and pick up some more supplies, and then bring it all back home with me. So I'll share that with you if I do pick up anything great. So that's what I have going on. If you enjoyed seeing the leather goods that I made, check out this video right over here, which talks about my launch. And you all, until next time, I sincerely hope that you find joy and have a wonderful day.